Hi, I'm Veda. It's so nice to meet you. So I'll be performing your autism assessment today, alright? Absolutely nothing to be nervous about. This isn't like a test in school where you can be right or wrong in any of your answers. There was absolutely nothing to study for, so we'll just go through it together and it will be completely painless, okay? Perfect. So now there are 11 tasks that we're going to be going through. Some of them are going to be like little puzzles or comics that I want you to explain to me, and some will just be questions that I'm going to be asking you, and you can just give me your honest answers. Absolutely nothing that should be too stressful, and if you need a break at any time, just let me know, okay? Perfect. So we'll move on to just the first task. Just set this aside. Now this is called the construction task. I have this picture right here, so you can see. What do you think this is supposed to look like? Yep, that's right. It's supposed to look like a flower. So I have this picture right in front of you, and along with that, I have all these little pieces. So we have these little pieces, and what I'd like you to do is put the pieces in the matching spot on the picture, okay? So use all of these pieces, and if you need any more, you just let me know, all right? Okay, so I'm just going to be observing you doing that, and you can go ahead and start whenever you're ready. Can I have another blue piece, please? Oh, of course. Thank you. Okay, so you did a really good job on the first task. The second task is going to be sort of telling a story with pictures. So I'm going to be showing you some comics, and I want you to help me figure out what's going on in the comic, okay? I'll be asking you some questions as well. Okay, let's set this aside. Now, this is the comic. There are no words, and as you can see here, we have the frames, and each of them is numbered. So I'm going to talk about the first frame. In this frame, we can see a man and a little boy, and it looks like they're fishing, right? You can see it looks like they're out fishing. What do you think the relationship could be between the man and the little boy? Yeah, they could be father and son, definitely. That's a good answer. Can you tell me what's happening in the second picture here? Very good. Yeah, it looks like they've caught a fish. You can see the little boy looking into the bucket, and maybe they're headed home with the fish. Now, in this third frame, we can see the man and the little boy again, and it looks like they're about to chop up the fish. How do you think the little boy feels about that? Yeah, what makes you think he's sad? Definitely, you can see his tears. Does the father look angry about that? No, I agree. I think he looks surprised that the little boy is so sad. Okay. What do you think is happening now in the next frame? Yeah, I agree. It looks like they're headed back to the river. Now in frame 5, pardon me. In frame 5, we can see that they're releasing the fish back into the river, and they both seem to look pretty happy about it, right? Okay, now, how about frame 6? What is happening here in frame 6? Yeah, we can see this fish is eating the fish that they just released. And how do you think the father feels about it? I'll give you a closer look of his face. Yeah, he doesn't look too happy about that, does he? Okay. You did an excellent job with that exercise. Just go ahead and put that aside. And now move on to the next one. So, in the next exercise, I'm just going to be asking you some pretty basic questions about your current school or work life, okay? So first off, do you have a job? Okay. And what kind of job is it? Gotcha. Have you had any other jobs before this one? Okay. Yeah. And are you happy where you work, or would you like to eventually move on to something different? Yeah. Well, that's good. Okay. And what about your coworkers? Do they seem happy, or do they seem like they'd like to move on? Okay. Can you give a specific example? Gotcha. Thank you so much. Now, the next set of questions I'm going to ask you is going to focus on any social difficulties you might have, okay? So, have you ever had problems getting along with people at school or at work? Okay. Are there things that other people do that irritate or annoy you? Yeah. Yeah, what are those things? Gotcha. I think a lot of people would feel the same way, definitely. Okay. What about things you do that might annoy others? Do you find that you sometimes do things that might annoy others? Okay. Gotcha. And have you ever been teased or bullied? Okay. Yeah. Have you ever tried to change the things that you're teased or bullied about? Not that you should have to change things about yourself, of course. And are there other people you know who get teased or bullied? Okay. And how does it make you feel when you see that? Okay. Gotcha. The next set of questions has to do with emotions, okay? What do you like doing that makes you feel happy? That's really cool, okay? How long have you been doing that for? Okay, yeah, very interesting. Now, what does it actually feel like when you're happy? Can you explain it? Yeah. That's a great answer. Are there any things that you're afraid of? Okay. how does it feel when you're afraid? Yeah. Gotcha. And when you feel afraid, what are some things that you do? Good. Those are some good coping strategies. Do you ever feel angry? Yeah. And what kind of things make you feel that way? Okay. And how do you feel inside when you feel angry? Can you describe that? Yeah. Gotcha. So, most people have times when they feel sad. What kinds of things make you feel sad? Yeah. And is that the kind of stuff we talked about before? Gotcha. Okay. Can you describe how it feels when you feel sad? Yeah. Okay. How about feeling relaxed or content? What kinds of things can make you feel that way? That sounds really nice. Good. Okay. Thank you for sharing all of that with me. Put that pen back away. Now, the next task is going to be sort of pretend, okay? I am going to have you pretend something with me. Let's pretend that I don't know how to brush my teeth. I have all of these tools here. So I have this mouth. I'm going to put this in front of you. It opens and closes. I have this fake toothpaste, again, opens and closes. Don't worry, there's nothing in there, so you're not going to get it on yourself. I have a toothbrush. And I have some dental floss. So I'm going to have you go ahead and show me with these objects how you would go about flossing and brushing your teeth. And again, pretend I have no idea. I have never done this before, okay? So the objects are right in front of you. You can start whenever you're ready. Okay, so the first thing I would do is floss my teeth. So you start by opening up the floss, getting out some floss, and then you can go in between all the teeth. You're supposed to go in all of them, but it's kind of hard on this. Okay. And then the bottom ones too. Okay. And then the next thing you do is you take your toothbrush. It looks like this one already has toothpaste on it, but because you gave me toothpaste, you would get it wet under some water, and then you put some toothpaste on it, like this. Okay. And then you brush the teeth like this. And you want to make sure you get all of the parts of the teeth, so the front and the underside and the back part as well, so that it's all clean. And the bottom too, you want to get the front. And then the back. And then you can even brush the tongue too. Get a lot of bacteria on the tongue. Okay. And then usually you go ahead and you spit. And then you're all done. Okay. You did a really good job with that. Thank you so much. Now in this next task, I have another comic, and I would like you to explain to me what you think is happening in this comic. So I'm going to give you a minute. We're going to look at each panel. So we see here. Give you a second to look at that. Okay. And then this one. Go ahead and take a look here. And then look at this panel. Hold it a little closer. You can tell me afterwards. I'll have you tell me what you think is going on, but we'll just look at it first. Okay, and then this one. Good. Okay. We have this one down here. And then the final panel of the comic. Okay, so what did you think was happening in this one right here? Yeah, that's right. So it looks like they're getting ready for something. What do you think this right here is? Yeah, it looks like a picnic basket, right? So it looks like they're maybe getting ready to go on a picnic. Maybe he's bringing some toys for them to play with. And how about in this one? Yeah, it seems like they're in the car on the way to the picnic. We can see these music notes. What do you think they're doing in there? Yeah, seems like they're singing. Okay, and here they are. What are they doing in this panel? Correct. It looks like they're enjoying their picnic, maybe getting set up to eat. Now, how about this one? This one changes things a little bit. Yeah, that's right. So it looks like somebody came up and found the mess that they left behind. We see up here, we can see the car leaving. How do you think these two people feel? Hold them closer. How do you think they feel? They look pretty upset, right? Yeah, they look pretty angry. Now, we see here a package is being delivered. How do all the people look? They look really happy for sure. And then finally, in the final panel, can you tell me what's happening here? Yeah, that's right. So it looks like whoever it was that found their mess mailed it back to them. Isn't that funny? Yeah, okay. We'll go ahead and put that aside. Very good job again with that. Open this back up. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a few more questions. These are some daily living questions, okay? First off, do you take care of your own money or does somebody take care of your money for you? Okay. And where does your money come from? Yeah, you have a job, so that makes sense. Okay. And how do you pay your bills? Yeah, most of it's online now, right? That makes it easier. Have you ever saved up your money to buy something special that you wanted? Yeah? Okay, what did you save your money for? Oh, very cool. Okay. Is that a hobby that you enjoy? Interesting. That's really neat. Okay. Where are you living now? Okay. And do you like living there? Yeah. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Okay. What do you do in your spare time at home? Yeah, that makes sense that you would save up money to buy stuff for that then, for sure. And how about going out? Do you ever go out and do stuff? Okay. That sounds like fun. Okay. So the next set of questions is about friends, relationships, and marriage, okay? Do you have friends? And can you tell me about them? Yeah. Thomas, Sarah. Okay. What is it that you like doing with your friends? Okay. And how did you get to know your friends? Where did you meet? Gotcha. How often do you guys get together? Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so that's a couple times a week. That's great. What does being a friend mean to you? Yeah. Great answer. Okay. And how do you know when someone is your friend? Okay. How is a friend different from someone you just go to work or school with? Friend is acquaintance. Very good, okay. Do you have a girlfriend or boyfriend? Okay. Yeah, when did you last see them? Well, that's great. That's really recent. And what do you like doing together? Okay. That's fun. Sounds like you have a lot in common then, if you both enjoy that. Okay. Just have a few more questions. The next section is about loneliness, okay? Do you ever feel lonely? Okay, most people do sometimes. Okay. And do you think other people get lonely the way that you do? Okay. And are there things that you do to help yourself feel better when you're feeling lonely? Okay. Does that help? Great, okay. Now, very last section, plans and hopes. Do you have any plans for the future of things that you would like to do or have or see happen to you? Okay. That's really cool. Very exciting. Okay. So believe it or not, that is the full assessment. So you did a fantastic job, much less painless than you thought, right? Yeah, that's good. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, we're going to take a short break. I am going to take a look at some of the notes I've written, compile some results, and then we will talk about your test results, okay? All right, sounds good.